Welcome back, friends, to the channel. While you enjoy your delicious avocado for health, if you're over 60, there's something you absolutely need to hear. Even one of these 6 common mistakes could silently be harming your heart, liver, or even your brain. Avocados are hailed as the ultimate superfood. According to an important 2021 Food and Drug Administration study, avocados that are improperly stored for over 48 hours can alarmingly develop dangerous colonies of harmful bacteria, with Listeria monocytogenes being an especially perilous culprit. This potent bacterium is responsible for listeriosis, a potentially fatal infection. While it's particularly devastating for pregnant women, potentially leading to tragic miscarriage, it nonetheless poses real and serious risks, even to healthy older adults. Fortunately, safely and effectively storing cut avocado is surprisingly simple. First and foremost, always lightly brush the exposed surface with a small amount of fresh lemon or lime juice before tucking it into the fridge. Next up, mistake number 5, eating avocado when taking blood-thinning medications. This next error almost entirely flies under the radar. Yet, its potential ramifications can be extraordinarily severe, especially for older adults navigating complex medication regimens. Many individuals, including medical professionals not specializing in nutrition, simply don't grasp that something as innocuous and undeniably healthy as an avocado can quietly yet powerfully interfere with critical medications. If you are among the millions, a demographic especially common among seniors, who currently take blood thinners such as warfarin, then what you are about to hear could literally be life-protecting knowledge. The core issue here is that avocados are absolutely packed with vitamin K, a nutrient that plays a direct and vital role in your blood's clotting process. A single medium-sized avocado can contain around 21 micrograms of vitamin K, which is approximately 26% of your recommended daily allowance. This might seem like an insignificant amount on its own, until you factor in that you're taking medications specifically designed to slow that very clotting process down. When you suddenly or sharply increase your vitamin K intake by adding avocado to your diet, you are effectively and dangerously counteracting the life-saving efficacy of your prescribed blood thinner, putting yourself at significant risk for blood clots, or, worse, a stroke. Consider the compelling and cautionary case of a 68-year-old man, a case so important it was published in the esteemed American Journal of Emergency Medicine back in 2018. His condition had been impeccably stable on warfarin for 3 years following a critical heart valve surgery. However, after he innocently began introducing daily avocados into his diet, his INR level, a crucial metric doctors use to track blood thinning effectiveness, alarmingly plummeted from a safe and therapeutic value of 2.5 to a dangerously low 1.2 in just 2 weeks. Tragically, he suffered a microstroke shortly thereafter. According to Dr. Robert Chen, a respected cardiologist at Mount Sinai Hospital, consistency in diet is an absolute cornerstone when taking blood thinners. Your warfarin dose is meticulously calibrated based on your typical and stable daily vitamin K consumption. This is precisely why any sudden dietary changes, whether adding or sharply removing high vitamin K foods, seriously disrupt the delicate balance your body critically depends upon. And this doesn't just apply to the fresh fruit. Avocado oil, guacamole, and even some seemingly innocent green smoothies with unlisted avocado content can trigger the same dangerous interaction. But here's the incredibly encouraging news. You don't necessarily have to banish avocados entirely from your diet. The real key is maintaining truly consistent consumption. If you want to incorporate more avocado into your regular meals, introduce it gradually, and most importantly, always involve your doctor so they can adjust your medication dosage accordingly if and when needed. It's equally important to monitor your INR levels regularly, more frequently when your diet significantly changes. It's also worth noting that some newer blood thinners, such as apixaban or rivaroxaban, do not interact with vitamin K in the same way. So don't hesitate to ask your doctor if a medication switch might be a safer and better option for your specific situation. An exceptionally practical step you can take right now is to begin a food diary. Meticulously track how much avocado you consume, along with other common vitamin K-rich foods, such as leafy greens, broccoli, and even green tea. This diligent record-keeping gives both you and your healthcare provider a much clearer and more accurate picture of your unique eating habits, which in turn helps maintain the critical stability your medication fundamentally relies upon. Doctors love them, influencers promote them, and they're added to everything from smoothies to toast. But a groundbreaking clinical study from 2023 unveiled a hidden danger. Improperly handled, avocados can increase harmful oxidized fats by over 100 to 87% in just a few hours. These are the very fats that rapidly clog your arteries. And finally, always bring this up at your routine checkups. Many informed patients have successfully found that eating a small, consistent amount of avocado each day, instead of sporadic, large, irregular servings, allows them to safely enjoy the fruit's numerous benefits without jeopardizing their critically important INR levels. This simple act of consistent, measured consumption can make a life-saving difference, allowing you to savor your favorite food while staying safe. Moving on to mistake number 4, using unripe avocados in smoothies. It seems utterly innocent, doesn't it? Just tossing a firm avocado into the blender, especially when you're trying to maintain a consistent, healthy eating regimen. But here's the subtle yet potent danger. That seemingly harmless, unripe avocado can actually wreak more havoc on your delicate digestive system than you might imagine. Unripe avocados contain significantly higher concentrations of persin, a natural fungicidal toxin cleverly produced by the plant as a powerful form of self-defense against pests and fungi. While persin levels mercifully drop as the fruit undergoes its natural ripening process, consuming it too early, especially in the large quantities often found in whole avocado smoothies, can trigger severe acute digestive discomfort and even long-term gut issues. An important 2020 study published in the prestigious Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry meticulously established that unripe avocados shockingly contain 3.7 times more persin than their perfectly ripe counterparts. Dr. Linda Thompson, a highly respected gastroenterologist operating out of the UCLA Medical Center, has unfortunately encountered countless cases of what she informally but accurately dubbed avocado gut. Her patients consistently describe severe, debilitating bloating, agonizing stomach cramps, and persistent bouts of diarrhea, almost all of which could be painstakingly traced back to one deceptively simple yet common habit: incorporating rock-hard, unripe avocados into their outwardly healthy smoothies. When Dr. Thompson delves into their daily habits, she consistently identifies unripe avocados as the inescapable common denominator. You see, this immature fruit contains an abundance of complex, difficult to digest starches and unpleasantly high levels of tannins, which is a perfect recipe for widespread digestive upset. But the harm doesn't end there. According to a profound 2022 study conducted at Stanford University, the particularly resistant starches abundant in unripe avocados uniquely feed entirely different gut bacteria compared to those nourished by ripe fruit. This alarming shift in your intricate gut microbiome can quite shockingly slash your beneficial gut bacteria by a full 23% in just 4 weeks. This isn't merely fleeting stomach pain. This is your long-term fundamental gut health being subtly yet significantly put at risk. And let's be honest, the texture and overall flavor of an unripe avocado does no favors to your beloved smoothie. They refuse to blend smoothly, stubbornly, leaving behind unpleasant, firm chunks that definitively ruin the entire drinking experience. Furthermore, the characteristic bitter, unpleasantly grassy taste overpowers and spoils all your other carefully selected ingredients. Ultimately, you completely miss out on the luscious, smooth, buttery texture and the invaluable, heart-healthy monounsaturated fats that collectively make ripe avocados such a genuinely revered superfood. So, how can you discern if an avocado has achieved its ideal state of ripeness and is truly ready for consumption? It takes just a few seconds. Gently but firmly press on the avocado with your warm palm. It should yield slightly under moderate pressure, not rock hard and not overly soft. Another ingenious and simple trick is to gently check the tiny nub where the stem was once attached. If it flicks off easily and reveals a vibrant green color underneath, this signifies that your avocado is perfectly ready. Conversely, if a brown color is exposed, the fruit is, regrettably, overripe. If it stubbornly refuses to budge, this unmistakably signals that it still requires more patience and time to fully ripen. Wishing to naturally expedite this ripening process without resorting to harmful methods, simply place your avocado in a brown paper bag, perhaps alongside a banana or an apple. Even more shocking, 99% of older adults unknowingly commit at least one of these dangerous errors. And just one of them could elevate your stroke risk by 47% in a single week. Today, we're exposing 6 avocado habits that lead to severe allergic reactions, critical drug interactions, and potentially life-threatening complications after 60. These specific fruits naturally release ethylene gas, a hormone that remarkably helps to accelerate avocado ripening. While it typically takes avocados 4 to 5 days to ripen at room temperature, employing this clever method can have it perfectly ready in just 2 to 3 days. One final critical warning: absolutely do not attempt to bypass this natural process by illicitly microwaving or baking your avocado. While these quick, ill-advised tricks might deceptively soften the flesh, they are fundamentally incapable of truly ripening the fruit, or, more importantly, adequately reducing those harmful person levels. You will still be at significant risk for digestive upset, just perhaps in a physically softer but chemically unsafe package. Moving on to mistake number 3, eating avocado if you have a latex allergy. This might sound utterly bizarre, even outlandish, but your next innocent bite of avocado could shockingly land you directly in the emergency room, especially if you already live with a latex allergy. Thousands of people, primarily older adults, who may be unaware of the connection, have regrettably suffered severe, unexplained allergic reactions, never pinpointing that the hidden culprit was silently lurking in their seemingly harmless guacamole or fresh salad. This insidious phenomenon is scientifically termed latex fruit syndrome, a specific medical condition where certain proteins found in some fruits, including avocado, bear a striking, uncanny resemblance to those naturally present in rubber latex. To your highly sensitive immune system, these proteins appear almost identical, creating a dangerous case of mistaken identity. This fundamental immunological confusion can trigger a rapid and severe chain reaction, eliciting symptoms that dangerously range from merely inconvenient mild itching around the mouth to full-blown, life-threatening anaphylactic shock. In fact, a landmark study of significant scale, published in the esteemed journal Annals of Allergy, Asthma, and Immunology, strikingly showed that over half, an astonishing 53%, of individuals previously diagnosed with a latex allergy also unequivocally react to avocado. This percentage extends far beyond mere coincidence. It is a serious medical red flag demanding immediate attention, particularly for the elderly demographic whose health resilience may naturally be lower. Dr. Jennifer Patel, a highly respected immunologist at Johns Hopkins University, has personally witnessed this alarming scenario play out repeatedly in real life, often in critical clinical situations. One particularly troubling case involved a 34-year-old nurse who had for years managed what she believed was merely a mild, occasional latex sensitivity, especially in her workplace. One ordinary evening, she casually ordered guacamole at a restaurant, an innocent act that spiraled into a near-fatal event. Within mere minutes of consumption, she was desperately gasping for air, her throat rapidly swelling, and her blood pressure dangerously plummeting. Only swift, immediate action by administering epinephrine ultimately saved her life. The dangerous proteins behind these severe reactions are scientifically known as chitinases, and crucially, they are thermostable. This formidable characteristic means that even diligent cooking processes do not neutralize them. Consequently, even avocado oil, various baked goods incorporating avocado, or even warm sauces containing avocado, can pose an identical severe threat. Furthermore, cross-contamination introduces another insidious layer of risk. If a restaurant, for instance, uses latex gloves while diligently preparing food, protein particles can subtly transfer to your avocado dish, initiating a potentially catastrophic reaction. You may argue that you've never had a reaction before, but remember, just one initial exposure can potentially sensitize your immune system enough for the next exposure to be dramatically severe. Even more troubling, avocados are, unfortunately, not the only food implicated in this widespread issue. Other common, seemingly innocent foods, such as bananas, kiwi, papaya, and even chestnuts, possess strikingly similar protein structures. Medical experts wisely group all these foods under the umbrella term latex fruit syndrome. If you have a clear allergy to one of these foods, there is an alarmingly high statistical probability that you will react to others in this group. Make sure to listen until the very end. The last mistake is one almost no one expects. Let's begin with mistake number 6. Storing cut avocado with the pit inside. It seems harmless, even clever, doesn't it? Yet, keeping a cut avocado half with its pit still nestled within is one of the most persistent food myths, one that science has now firmly debunked. A comprehensive European study from 2019 meticulously observed 500 latex allergy patients and surprisingly found that 89% of them experienced clear allergic reactions to at least 2 of these specific foods. If you have even the slightest suspicion of any latex sensitivity, it is absolutely imperative to undergo professional medical testing without delay. Simple effective skin prick tests or specialized blood tests can definitively confirm the diagnosis. For those who, regrettably, receive a confirmed diagnosis of latex fruit syndrome, complete and total avoidance of all trigger foods is invariably the safest and most recommended course of action. There is no special way to meticulously prepare an avocado to somehow render it safe for sensitive individuals. Even tiny trace amounts can tragically lead to profound problems in highly sensitized individuals. Always, without exception, carry an epinephrine auto-injector if you have a known latex allergy, especially when visiting restaurants or unfamiliar places. Inform your server in advance of your allergy and explicitly ask about the presence of avocado as an ingredient in your chosen dishes. These days, avocado subtly appears in a myriad of products, from innocent-looking salad dressings to outwardly harmless bread, not just obvious guacamole. Your health and very life may deeply depend on you asking that single simple question. Next, mistake number 2, eating the avocado pit. It might sound like the promise of the latest revolutionary superfood secret, flaunted by every trending online personality. But in the harsh reality, purposefully consuming an avocado pit can do you infinitely more harm than any perceived good. In fact, it can literally pierce your gut. In the dizzying landscape of social media, so-called influencers passionately hail avocado pits as a hidden nutritional gem, boldly claiming they contain an astonishing abundance of antioxidants, supposedly even more potent than avocado's rich green flesh. But here is the stark and important reminder. Just because something becomes a viral trend, under no circumstances means it is genuinely safe or beneficial. From diligently pulverizing the hard pit into supposedly healthy smoothies to inventively baking it into a flour-like substance, or even boldly attempting to chew it raw, countless individuals are unknowingly jumping onto this deeply perilous bandwagon. But let us peel back the layers of deceptive hype and reveal the unvarnished truth about why this widely promoted health hack is, quite frankly, consistently sending unsuspecting individuals to emergency rooms across the nation, and why older adults, in particular, should unequivocally steer clear. Let's first address those lauded antioxidants. A peer-reviewed 2013 study conducted at Pennsylvania State University did indeed confirm that avocado pits undoubtedly contain various phenolic compounds. Yes, these are those powerful antioxidants linked to significant reductions in inflammation. However, what cunning social media gurus conveniently and dangerously omit is a profound drawback. That same study also irrefutably revealed that avocado pits harbor deeply toxic substances, including persin, found at levels reaching an astonishing 100 times higher than those detected in the relatively safe avocado flesh. And here is the crucial point. Your human body cannot even effectively assimilate these widely touted antioxidants. The seed's unusually dense, complex fibrous structure relentlessly locks them away, rendering them, for all practical purposes, utterly useless to your digestive system. Even more disturbingly, Dr. Michael Roberts, a leading gastroenterologist, renowned at Cedars-Sinai Hospital, has been compelled to perform 7 emergency surgeries in just the past 2 years. Each of these desperate procedures was on patients who had been regularly, perhaps daily, consuming ground avocado pits. The terrifying reason is that these remarkably resilient seeds fundamentally do not break down in your stomach acid or digestive enzymes. Instead, their sharp, unyielding fragments remain largely intact and can destructively cause microscopic tears, or, worse, complete perforation of your delicate intestinal lining, leading to life-threatening sepsis. Consider the poignant cautionary tale of one of his patients, a healthy 26-year-old woman, completely unaware of the dangers, began innocently adding pit powder to her daily smoothie ritual. This trick feels instinctively right, passed down through generations like some ancient, secret family recipe. And today, it's ubiquitous on social media, even revered by leading cooking show hosts who repeat it without a shred of doubt. But what if I told you that cutting-edge science reveals a completely different, and frankly, more unsettling picture? Just 3 weeks later, she found herself in the agonizing grip of searing abdominal pain and landed in the intensive care unit. A CT scan dramatically revealed multiple insidious small perforations scattered throughout her small intestine. Life-saving surgery was her only remaining option, and this heartbreaking account is far from an isolated incident. The California Poison Control Center reported a truly staggering 400% increase in avocado pit-related emergency calls from 2019 to 2023. The spectrum of reported symptoms is terrifyingly diverse, ranging from severe constipation and complete bowel obstruction to dramatic acute allergic reactions and even horrifying cyanide-like poisoning. Yes, you heard that dreadful phrase correctly. Just like the notorious apple seeds, avocado pits contain potent compounds that terrifyingly convert to cyanide within the human body, but, critically, at much higher and more dangerous concentrations. A conclusive 2021 Food and Drug Administration toxicology report found that just one ground avocado pit delivered persin levels so high they explicitly caused obvious heart damage in laboratory animals. While human trials are, understandably, strictly limited by ethical considerations. There have been meticulously documented individual cases of irregular heartbeats and severe chest pain reported by individuals frequently consuming seed powder. And here's another undeniable red flag for you. The industrial equipment absolutely necessary to safely and effectively pulverize rock-hard avocado pits into a truly digestible powder is by no stretch of the imagination anything you will ever own or even remotely find in your typical home kitchen. We're talking about colossal, tens of thousands of dollars, industrial crushers specifically designed to break down this remarkably dense seed. Your personal home blender, simply by a wide margin, isn't up to this arduous task. And those seemingly insignificant little pieces you might naively dismiss as harmless in your smoothie? They are, regrettably, more than large enough and sharp enough to dangerously tear your vital internal organs. Instead, if you wish to responsibly reduce food waste in a far safer, genuinely eco-friendly manner, why not try composting the pit? It beautifully breaks down into nutrient-rich compost, readily feeding acid-loving plants in your garden. Some creative individuals even artfully carve the seed into decorative trinkets, or innovatively use it as a natural, eco-conscious fabric dye. But under no circumstances should you ever put it into your body. Let us be crystal clear. Absolutely no credible nutritionist or legitimate medical doctor with a genuine concern for public health actively recommends or even passively condones the consumption of avocado pits. Those online peddling this dangerous myth are unequivocally chasing fleeting social media likes, not conscientiously caring for your real-life health. Please be incredibly informed, unequivocally stay safe, and responsibly leave the avocado pit out of your blender and off your plate. Finally, mistake number 1, cooking avocado on high heat. Here's the prime error that can truly negate all the wonderful nutritional benefits of your beloved avocados. And it's far, far more common than you likely ever imagined. Whether your routine involves grilling avocado halves to smoky perfection, enthusiastically stir-frying them in a hot pan, or simply adding creamy avocado to a steaming hot dish, direct exposure to high temperatures can inexplicably transform this renowned creamy superfood into a significant, undeniable health concern. The fundamental question is, why? Because the very specific fats that commendably make avocado so exceptionally heart-healthy are simultaneously, and unfortunately, incredibly sensitive and vulnerable to heat. Avocados are unusually rich in monounsaturated fats, particularly oleic acid, which are globally recognized for their powerful ability to combat systemic inflammation and profoundly support overall cardiovascular health, especially vital as we age. In 2019, a dedicated team of researchers from the prestigious University of California's Department of Food Science decided to put this age-old belief to the ultimate test. They meticulously sliced 100 ripe avocados, carefully storing each half in perfectly controlled laboratory conditions, one half with its pit intact and the other without. But these beneficial fats come with an important caveat. Their smoke point, the temperature at which fats begin to break down and release harmful compounds, is surprisingly low, hovering at just around 133 degrees Celsius for the fresh fruit. Cross this critical temperature threshold, and you instantly trigger an adverse chemical reaction, scientifically known as lipid peroxidation, a process where these sensitive fats begin to vigorously decompose, forming definitively toxic byproducts. A sobering 2020 study published in the respected Food Science Journal loudly confirmed that heating avocado oil to just 180 degrees Celsius for a mere 10 minutes shockingly generated problematic levels of aldehydes and other deeply harmful compounds that comprehensively exceeded established safety limits painstakingly set by the venerable World Health Organization. Dr. Patricia Williams, a leading expert in food toxicology from the highly regarded Cornell University, further elucidates that two particularly alarming breakdown products, namely acrylamide and hydroxynonenal, possess the insidious ability to actively damage human DNA at the precise cellular level. Her dedicated lab even horrifyingly discovered that fried avocados contain a striking 15 times more hydroxynonenal than their fresh, raw counterparts. But the escalating problem of high-heat cooking doesn't conveniently halt solely at fats. Avocados are also generously packed with other equally heat-sensitive vitamins, including powerful vitamin C, important vitamin K, and several vital B vitamins. A comparative analysis published in the comprehensive journal Food Chemistry shockingly found that merely pan-frying avocado slices for a brief 5 minutes annihilated almost 90% of their vitamin C content, destroyed 76% of their valuable folate, and slashed 65% of their essential vitamin B6. This is akin to purposefully boiling away the very fundamental reasons you consume avocados in the first place, nullifying much of their inherent goodness. Even more gravely concerning is that when avocados turn unappetizingly brown from prolonged heat exposure, they tragically produce acrylamide, the very infamous carcinogenic compound known to be present in noticeably burnt toast and dangerously overcooked foods. According to the highly authoritative International Agency for Research on Cancer, acrylamide is unequivocally classified as a probable human carcinogen, meaning it significantly increases cancer risk. Meticulous tests conducted by the European Food Safety Authority shockingly revealed that fried avocados registered acrylamide levels up to 185 micrograms per kilogram, which is significantly above the established recommended safe limits for human consumption. And quite honestly, let's be frank about the taste experience. Hot avocados don't even taste good. That signature smooth, buttery, incredibly creamy texture we all cherish sharply transforms into an unpleasant, fibrous, and definitively bitter mash. The inherent rich, subtle, nutty flavor inexplicably becomes sharp, metallic, and decidedly acrid. It's no wonder why professional chefs worldwide have largely and wisely abandoned the idea of incorporating hot avocado dishes into their respected repertoires, citing both the deeply compromised taste and the critical health concerns. So what is the sensible, discerning way to genuinely enjoy avocados and truly maximize their countless health benefits? The unequivocal answer is to maintain their inherent coolness. Always, without exception, add avocados to your dishes after the main cooking process is fully completed. If you're preparing a warm meal, patiently wait until it has thoroughly cooled below approximately 60 degrees Celsius before lovingly stirring in your fresh slices or chunks of raw avocado. Embrace the elegance of using room temperature avocado in delightful sushi rolls or in refreshing cold salads. For a comforting pasta dish, gently toss avocado with warm noodles, ensuring it just softly warms through rather than cooks. If you're masterfully crafting avocado-based dressings or sauces, precisely whisk them completely separately, then elegantly drizzle them over your cooked food once it's thoroughly plated and slightly cooled. After exactly 24 hours of refrigeration, they used sophisticated digital imaging technology to precisely measure the extent of browning in the avocado flesh. The results were truly eye-opening, shattering the popular myth. The pit in half showed only a negligible 2% less browning, and this tiny difference was confined exclusively to the small circle directly beneath the pit itself. Craving that enticing smoky grilled taste without the risk? Here's a chef-approved, ingenious trick. Perfectly grill supplementary vegetables, such as vibrant corn, crisp bell peppers, or sweet onions. Then, allow them to cool slightly, letting their residual heat diminish, before skillfully blending them with your impeccable fresh avocado. The innovative future of superior avocado preparation is decisively not about cooking it. It's emphatically about creativity and conscious preparation that respects its delicate chemistry. By wisely employing cool, gentle techniques that brightly amplify its natural flavor, without completely destroying its vital nutrients, you will consistently reap the absolute best of both nutritional worlds. So now you know the unvarnished truth. As amazing as avocados are in their raw, natural state, they are certainly not a free-for-all health pass, and they cannot be handled carelessly without consequence. This creamy green gem is undoubtedly powerful and profoundly beneficial, but only when correctly handled and prepared. Today, we've meticulously peeled back the layers of misconception and definitively uncovered vital truths most people, including many seasoned health enthusiasts, commonly overlook. And what about you, our valuable viewer? Were you genuinely surprised by any of these surprisingly common, yet dangerously critical mistakes we've unveiled? Have you ever felt inexplicably unwell or experienced unexplained discomfort after consuming avocado and just couldn't quite pinpoint the reason? We sincerely want to hear your unique stories and insights. Please don't hesitate to openly share your thoughts, pressing questions, or any personal experiences you've had with avocados in the comment section below. Your input truly helps our community. And if you found this deeply informative video helpful, giving you newfound knowledge, please don't forget to enthusiastically hit that subscribe button. We consistently share new, fact-based tips and breakthrough insights every week, specifically designed to help you stay wonderfully healthy, vibrantly strong, and dynamically energetic even after 50. Join our growing family and let's thrive. Take care. The overwhelming majority of the exposed surface browned just as quickly as the pit out half. Simply put, the pit did virtually no preservation work. Dr. Sarah Martinez, the lead researcher on this revolutionary study, meticulously explained the scientific rationale. When avocado's creamy, delicate flesh is exposed to open air, an enzyme known as polyphenol oxidase, immediately springs into action. This enzyme enthusiastically reacts with oxygen, producing those unappetizing brown compounds we all instinctively try to prevent. Crucially, the pit creates no barrier whatsoever to this chemical reaction, save for the minuscule area it physically covers. That's it. Unfortunately, because people mistakenly believe the pit magically preserves the fruit, they are far more prone to storing leftover avocado significantly longer than is safe.